Do you guys think gladiators are small? Yes, I'm talking gladiators, the slaves who were put in the ring to fight against other men to the death for other people's entertainment in ancient Rome. So yeah, they were pretty big guys. They were probably the biggest, most muscular and athletic guys in history, right? If I try to find a bunch of pictures from gladiators or either icons or things like that, they were pretty big guys. And it makes sense too, because if you were a gladiator and you had a bit more fat, a bit more to cut, it would be more entertaining. There would be more blood, more like a big flab of blubber, let's say, like getting out or whatever. And people would like to see bigger cuts on people. Also, another reason why they were pretty big is because they had a higher chance of surviving. So anyways, why am I talking about how big and intimidating and masculine gladiators were? Like, we all know this from movies and pictures and all that stuff. Scientists decided to do some research on this, and they went to Rome and they dug up ancient bones from gladiators, and they found that through analyzing the bone minerals, that they had a high amount of strontium, and the bones were very, very strong, which suggests that they might have been vegan. That's right, guys, our big, masculine, intimidating, athletic fighters were eating a plant-based diet. Isn't it funny how it turns out? The reason I even brought this up was because when people think of vegans, they think of small, frail, unable to put on muscle, no mass or anything on the guys, which is completely false. Because as we can see, the guys in history, the biggest, most massive, most aggressive, most muscular and intimidating and athletic fighters out there were eating vegan. What were they eating? Well, a lot of wheat, barley, beans, rice, a lot of those heavy starch, high calorie meals. Why? Because those are the ones that are most easily absorbed in the body, which give you the most energy. They fill up your glycogen stores, making you ready for any single explosive movement, right? So if you're in a fight, what do you think you're doing? You're slicing people's throats up, you're being very active. And the best source of fuel for that is carbs. They were even called barley men because they ate so much barley and wheat and all that stuff, right? And guys, think about it, they were slaves. People didn't have the luxury to feed them very expensive foods, like back then, meat. So they would feed them the things that were most common, which to us humans, carbs, starches, right? A lot of fruits as well. They ate a lot of dry fruits. So whatever they gave them, they had to eat and force feed themselves to get big, 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 big. And they did not eat any animal products. Apparently they even had this drink made out of some ashes of plants, and they'd have mixed that with water and make like a plant-based drink. But it's plant-based. That's what I'm trying to get to, guys. If you overhear a lot of conversations about, let's say, vegans or plant-based diets, you always, or at least I always, hear that, oh, you're gonna be weak, you're gonna be missing some nutrients, your bones are gonna deteriorate because of the lack of calcium, they're gonna be small and tiny, and they won't be very athletic. Well, that's completely the opposite. And not only with them, but I see it in myself as well, right? I'm nowhere near where the gladiators were, but I feel like when I became vegan, I actually became more athletic and more and stronger, and my muscles are more defined and everything, right? It's completely against the stereotype. And before you judge, you might want to look into some research. Now, for the calcium, they didn't drink any milk. Where did they get their calcium? Well, a lot of plant-based sources, right? And that's why they were able to get so much strontium in their bones, which, if you guys don't know, that's pretty much the main mineral for strong bones. So they found a lot of that, so their bones were very solid, very strong. Where did they get that? Plant-based foods. Do you think they were missing protein? Do you think the strongest, biggest, and most athletically capable human beings would be missing protein? I don't think so. I just found this nice because it comes to show you that, because a lot of people will judge a certain thing before they just at least get to know a bit more about it. I, as a vegan, know that you can get more than everything you need just off a plant-based diet. However, you have to kind of know how to eat. These guys were fed a lot, and were always doing certain types of trainings to build up their muscles, right? So it was pretty impressive for them. But if, let's say, one of you try it out and you're not really too sure what you're doing, when you're just eating plant-based foods, you might not be eating enough, you just took out the animal products from your diet, but then what are you left with? A couple of pieces of broccoli in your dish? Like, you guys have to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to miss a bunch of vitamins and minerals. You're going to miss protein and carbs and fat. You're gonna lose fat, but you're gonna lose weight, right? It might not all be fat, it might be some muscle. So you guys gotta be careful. We know that plant-based diets are the best and most suitable diet for us, but you have to know how you do it. And especially transferring from an animal-based diet to a plant-based diet, there's a big difference there. I made the switch, I saw the difference. At the beginning, I wasn't too sure what I was doing, and I lost weight. But now I gained it back. What's really cool is that now you have a guidebook at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to igfitnesstraining.com. I have an ebook that shows you how to gain muscle and weight on a vegan diet. So if you want to look like those gladiators, you want to be as athletic and as strong as those gladiators in the past, go get the book, follow along, and you will not regret it. It worked for them, it worked for me, and now it's gonna work for you. And by the way, there's a lot of programs out there showing you how to build muscle, but you're not gonna find a lot that show you how to build muscle on a vegan diet, which is the healthiest diet. So head out to igfitnesstraining.com. Alright, so that's what I had to say today. I found it very interesting, and if anyone tells you you can't gain muscle on a vegan diet, tell them the gladiators were vegans and they would kick your ass. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm gonna keep giving you guys some awesome content on how to build muscle. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys in the next video.